Well, hello there, and welcome to Kathy's Stamping Studio. I'm Kathy Kartak. I blog at kkstamps.com, and here it is up here if you'd like to follow me on my blog. And these are my final 4 cards for my Christmas card Stamp-A-Stacks. I do a Stamp-A-Stack every year in August, September, October, and November. We stamp 4 cards of 3 designs. And so all my stampers have 48 cards made before Thanksgiving. I can help you make your cards. I can't get them in the mail for you. You'll see that there are 4 here this time because I made a bonus card for a couple of new stampers who have joined in at the tail end of the stamping for this year. So anyway, we're going to put together 4 cards. So let's start with this one here, which I am calling Bird on a Wire. And here is this card. A demonstrator from Europe made this card during a Stampin' Up event. And I thought it was so cute that I wanted to recreate it myself. So here, all the dimensions for these cards are on my blog. So if you want to recreate these cards yourself, you can go ahead and go to my blog and get the dimensions so that you can make it like this, or you can make them as you can adapt them for yourself. All right, so I'm going to put a little bead of green glue on the back of this early espresso mat here. And there we go. And that's how we'll start this card. It just kind of goes in the center of the cherry cobbler card base. And before I forget, let's put the inside in. I don't usually stamp the insides for my designs. I have a bunch of Christmas sentiment stamps that I let my stampers grab, and then they will stamp whatever they want in the center. So most of the time I will just give them a blank piece of cardstock so that they can either write a full saying, you know, what's happening this year, or I will stamp something on the inside, or let them stamp something on the inside. All right, so here I have another piece of basic white cardstock that I have used the Greetings of the Season stamp set to put the sentiment on. And now I'm using this Pussy Willow branch from the Winterly Treetops set. And this is what makes the wire for the bird. And I'm just going to stamp it. Oops, I don't have my my blends here, so I'll have to grab them. I'm just going to stamp it across the bottom like this, so that it makes a little wire of Pussy Willows. Let me get this out of the way. Oopsie. And I will grab my blends. Thank goodness they're right here. So that is light balmy blue, light daffodil delight, light shaded spruce, and light cherry cobbler. And the way I colored these is I just went like this: red, blue, green, yellow, red, blue, green, yellow, red, blue, green, yellow, red, blue, green, yellow, red. So that's how I did this. What did I say? Blue next? Okie dokie. So the blue comes after the red. You could do them in just red and green, or you could do them in red and yellow. You use actually whatever colors you have on hand and whatever colors you would like. Yeah, let's put yellow next to the blue so we don't get the green too close to the blue. And I'm just filling them in really quick. And because it's a Stamp-A-Stack, we can do these cards fairly quickly. And, oopsie, wrong end. And that's what I like to do. I like to make mostly simple designs. Sometimes my designs seem simple, but then we put them into practice. They're a little bit more complicated than I had intended. But when you stamp a stack, you want to be able to do an assembly line. And then now I'm reaching for my light crumb cake to fill in the branch here. So that's pretty quick and easy coloring. And there's your string of Christmas lights. They were supposed to be Pussy Willows, but they're Christmas lights. So now the next thing is I have this piece of, designer series paper from the Nests of Winter. There's the birdies on the back, but we're going to add this to the back of the card. And what I made a little frayed edge, here by ripping this strip of DSP. And if you rip it upwards towards yourself, then you get that little white frayed edge here. And just go slowly across, and you can just rip it in one fell swoop if you're careful. And if you can't, that's fine and dandy too. So now I'm going to put some seal adhesive across the back of this to adhere the DSP. I just have a little bit poking out. Maybe I want a little bit more of that stripe to show. So there we go. And now, here you go. Now I'm going to put dimensionals on the back, and then oops, I did the wrong thing. Well, this one I put dimensionals on this one. So on my original card, I put dimensionals on the back of the espresso piece, early espresso piece, and then adhered this directly to the card front. But it doesn't matter as long as there's some dimension. So in this case, I adhered the early espresso piece directly to the card, and now I'm using dimensionals to adhere this piece on top of that. It'll still be fine. There are no Stampin' mistakes. You just go with the flow. So here we go. Put this right here. It's going to match up on the sides of the early espresso, here and here. And then there's going to be a little early espresso border. And now I've also stamped the bird from the Winterly Treetops stamp set in Memento Tuxedo black ink. And I colored it with Cherry Cobbler, Daffodil Delight, Balmy Blue, and Crumb Cake. And here, let's put our little birdie on the wire. Make sure the Merry Christmas shows right there. And then I'm going to put some of the Essentials Baker's Twine. This is a crumb cake piece. It comes off of a spool. Did I chuck my spool over here in my pile? Yeah, it comes off of a spool, and I sometimes find that it's a little too twisty. So you can use your bone folder or the side of your table and just kind of straighten it up a little bit. It's like how you curl ribbon, but this way we're uncurling the twine so that it's not so wiggly. Sometimes when I tie my bows with this and I don't straighten it, I feel like it's a dead spider. You know how their little legs get all a little wiggly and yucky. All right, so that looks pretty good. See, just make sure the bow ends are about the same length. I'm not going to cut that quite yet. I'm going to get myself a glue dot, and I'm going to peel it off of the roll, and then I'm going to roll it up a little bit. So with ribbon, you can just adhere it with the glue dot the size you need it. But this one, you need to roll it up a little bit because the knot underneath your bow is pretty small. So I'm adhering that to the card, and then I'm going to take my bow and get its little dead spider legs out of the way and adhere that to the card. And then I'm going to trim the ends as soon as I find my scissors, my paper snips and ribbon trimming snips. So there we go. So both of the legs are the same. And I'll straighten that out. And then I've used the gems that are also from this Winterly Nests of Winter suite. And these are the green ones, and they're earth tone shimmer gems. I'm just going to put a few of them on here, like 3. Okay, really? Well, let's use the scoopy side. All right, let's just use our fingernails for right now. I don't think I have enough of the gummy stuff pulled off here. Yeah. Now I can use the scoopy side. So I'm going to put a big one here and a big one here next to the bird. About right there. And then let's see if I can get a small one off with my goop. I need more. Another putty end on here, and then put one here. And there you go. There's the first card finished. It's called Bird on the Wire, and that was pretty quick and easy to assemble. The next card we're going to make is this one here, and I'm calling this one Burning Down the House. If you are an 80s music fan, you'll understand where that one came from. Actually, my best friend named this one Burning Down the House. So let's get started on that. So start with a basic white cardstock card base. I usually use thick whisper white for my card bases, but you don't have to. And then I've got this really sweet plaid piece of designer series paper from the Snowy Scenes DSP that I will adhere there. I don't have the Snowy Scenes stamp set, but I bought the DSP because the back side is so pretty. And I've used it on a number of cards and other projects. I'm going to turn this just sideways a little so I can see what I'm doing. So I put that piece right on there. Now for the main part of the card, I have this another basic white panel that I used a blending brush, and I blended on some Calypso Coral ink. Then I also stamped the roof line from the Humble Home stamp set in Pebbled Path, and then the sentiment also from the Humble Home stamp set there. I punched out the house in just basic white, and then I stamped the bricks in Calypso Coral, and I'm going to now snip off the roof, snip off the chimney, and I'm just going to follow the roof line with my snips like that, and then I'm going to adhere this to the card. And you'll see the method to my madness very shortly. Right here, so that it looks like the chimney is peeking out from under the house. I also stamped the windows and the door on a basic white scrap in Pebble Path. And these I'm just going to quickly fussy cut, because while there is, you know what, I need a teeny baby hand for this. Because while there is a window in the Humble Home Builder Punch, there is no door, and the stamps are all on the same, the images are all on the same stamp, so might as well just, if you got to fussy cut out one, you might as well fussy cut out all of them, because it's just straight lines basically. I'm making a little bit of a rounded edge here around the door, just a tiny bit. And then one more window somewhere in this pile. There's a window. There he is. And really, this one is just 4 little square snips. That's why they're called paper snips. We're going to snip them right off. And to attach these to the house, I'm going to use mini stamping dimensionals, because these are mini little things. Let's first put the door on the house, so then I can know where the windows need to go. You know what? Long nails are pretty, but sometimes they are hard to craft with. And I need a manicure, so I'm going to get them cut down a little bit. All right, and these are my Halloween fingernails. That's why I got black and orange. I need to put my fall ones on. Okay, so let's put our door on and put that right in the center of the house. And then we have these little hanging chads out of the way. Then I'm going to, you know what would be helpful? This might be helpful. This would be even helpfuler. Helpfuler, that's funny. You're so funny. All right, so let's get these on here. All right, you get the idea. We'll put the windows on, so they look like the little eyeballs there. Right? Do you see faces in different things, like in the tail lights and bumper of a car? Does that look like a face to you? And how about when you look at this house, does it look like a face? You got 2 eyes and you got a big old nose and mouth combo. Yeah, I'm a little weird. It's okay. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is add the little heart. Oh, which I hope is here somewhere. Did it dump out? Hold please, there you are. The little heart that's from the Builder Punch. I'm going to put a little, oh, that one's going to have also a dimensional on the back of it. That's not what gets the dab of glue. So when you punch out the house, it punches out the little heart. It punches out the one window. And it also punches out, come here, behave. and it punches out the tiniest little doorknob, which I have lost a million times. And if you're getting a card kit from me, be very careful. Find all your little parts in there, because you will see how teeny, come on glue, you will see how teeny and tiny this doorknob is when I get it on here. And I am going to use the putty end of my take your pick tool to pick it up and stick it on there. See how little that is? Oh, it's not tiny. It's very teeny tiny. All right, I've already pre-dimensional this piece, and I'm going to put that on the card. Here we go, right there in the center. This is also a sentiment from the Humble Home. I'm going to put that directly on the card. And it's cut out with one of the Greetings of the Season dies. The Greetings of the Season dies are all a bunch of different labels and a bunch of different greetings for the season. And I'm going to stick that, or maybe I'm not. I'm going to pull you up because I want you to go the little hole. Stop it. Behave. I'm telling you. The little hole to go under the house so it doesn't stick out. There we go. All right. It's a distressed house now. So anyway, the Greetings of the Season are different greetings for the season, and they're different fonts. There's a printed font and there's a script font, and they can be combined. So you can put Mary in script and Christmas in the printed. Here we go. You know, it's really not hard to make this card. It's just hard to make this card when your nails are too long and you lose your sequins. So I'm putting some Neutrals copper sequins on this card to finish it. And there we go. Here's card number 2. All right, card number 3 is this one. It's called Love and Joy. And this one is a pretty simple card until you get to the final step, which you're going to whine about. Or maybe not. So for this one, I've got a basic white insert that I'm just going to stick in here now. You know what? Maybe I'm getting low on the glue. Maybe that's why it's not coming out. I like the glue because it is very economical, and a little bit goes a long way. But it's still kind of like this seal adhesive. All right, there we go. There's the card base. That's easy. So I've got a piece of basic beige, and I'm going to adhere a little bit of, everybody say it with me, there you go, cherry cobbler to the top. This is a 3x3 piece. You're going to have about that much of a border, which is about 1/4 of an inch. My sample card in the picture with the tutorial, for those of you who bought the kits, shows an 1/8 of an inch border, but we got, for your kits, we'll have a 1/4 inch border. And then here's Iconic Celebrations Designer Series paper, which is a great set of papers because it does Christmas and New Year's and fall, and it's got pumpkins, I think. I thought they were apples at first, but they're pumpkins. All right, so I've got these 2 pieces glued on here with the on the basic beige, and now I'm going to show you how to adhere the basic beige ribbon. And I always do my ribbon this way. I put a little seal on the back, so you don't wrap the ribbon around the back and waste ribbon where nobody's going to see it. So I'm putting it right across this the seam here, and I'm folding it back and tacking it down, folding it back and tacking it down. And that way, you know, I just save like 2 inches of ribbon where nobody's ever going to see it. This I am going to put on with Stampin' Dimensionals. You can use 4 at the corners. You can use 1 in the middle. I put 1 in the middle if I feel like the middle's going to sag. I don't think this one is going to sag. Come on, Chads, go away. So I'm just putting them 4 on each corner, 1 on each corner. You can put more as you wish, as you wish. So there's the basic part of the card. And then I stamped Love and Joy in crumb cake onto this tag, another another sentiment from the Greetings of the Season set, and another one of the labels. And I'm going to put this on the card eventually when I peel off the backings. Do the backings look a little, do the dimensionals look a little misshapen? That's because these are the ones that I saved from the outside, because I save everything. All right, I'm just going to put on the card about here. Now, the kits that I gave my stampers have a whole bunch of different pieces from the, let me see what I call this, the Season of Green and Gold Designer Series paper. And they have to fussy cut and choose which ones they're going to use on their card. So this one would be very cute on the card that's already fussy cut. I could do the two bells like I did on this one. I could do a couple of pieces of greenery on like that. I think that's what I'm going to do on this card. So for this one, I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on the back when it comes out. Might need my specialized glue tool in a second. So put that there. And let's see, do you need a little, you need some dimensionals at your very tips here. So let's put these dimensionals on. Okay, I see you peeking out. Let's move you in there. And a little bit more glue at the top. That's good. And I'll stick it right there. Now, I'm going to fussy cut this bow out because the bells were not complete, but the bow is. And when you fussy cut, you can either go right up against the design like I'm going to do here, or you can leave a little border like I did earlier with something. Oh, with the doors and the windows of the humble house. But when you fussy cut, you move the paper and you slowly close the blades of your scissors. And instead of going shop, 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 you don't do it like that. You just put your scissors in at the, what is that, the V of the scissors, and then you slowly close them as you move the paper. So, I love to fussy cut. Some people really do not like to fussy cut. I find it very relaxing. And sometimes I like to challenge myself to go all the way around the design in one fell swoop without cutting it off like I just did a second ago. So there we go. You know what? I'm going to put this on with the glue dot because I am. It looks like I have to fold that glue dot in half. So I'm going to put the glue dot here. Hopefully it'll stick there, not to my finger. Put the little bow there. Oh, isn't that bow cute? And then I'm going to put on some, what are these guys called? Gold glitter dots, and they come in 3 sizes. Let me get Mr. Big Guy here. He's not coming off easily because he's ginormous. Sorry, let me get the scoopy thing to put it off. Put one there, and then a medium one. You might come off easier because you're not so huge. And put one here, and then a small one. And where should you go? Nope, nope. Let's just put it there. So there you go. There's card number 3. Move this stuff out of the way. And we're going to come up and do card number 4. That's the bonus card. That's the extra card. Not everybody's getting that one. And not everybody is getting that one in the kit. So you get what you get and you like what you get. You ever said that to your kids? All right, so this one again starts off with a basic white cardstock card base. And then I have a piece of boho blue cardstock that I embossed with the, I'm going to say tin roof, and that's not it. Excuse me. That I embossed with the distressed tile embossing folder. And this one I have put a dimensional in the middle because I don't want it to sag in the middle of the card. And this I'm just going to put it right here on the card base. And then I'm going to take the striped piece of Iconic Celebrations DSP, and I'm going to, she says, like she knows. Oh, there you go. Here you go, glue. Thank you. Thank you for cooperating. I'm going to glue that on, and you see it's got the Christmas trees in the back here. But then this striped piece can be used for anything. And I think it would make a really nice masculine card. So I'm going to put that about 1/4 from the bottom or 3/4 from the top. So just about right there. So then I have some more basic white strips. And I'm going to use my patent pending glue tool. It's a safety pin. Poke that down there, see if I can get it to run a little better. All right, and I have some strips of the Iconic Celebrations DSP that I'm going to adhere. Well, that one's going on the floor. I'm going to adhere to them. Oh, look, here's another Christmas tree pattern. Oh, right. Okay. I'm not going to hang you up with that. I'm just going to use my seal. While my glue is not cooperating, I do think I'm at the end of my glue and I can't squeeze it. So I'm putting these together. Quickly moving along. So I kind of put it down here at the one end, and so I can see that the 3 sides are about the same distance from each other, and then I put down the top. So there we go. Whew. There you go. Get these guys together. Oops, that one didn't quite make it. Let's see if I can peel it off easy. You know what? You know how you can do this with your Stampin' Seal? If it's down too hard, you can take your embossing tool and heat it up and it peels right off. But I was lucky and I was able to get this off. There we go. So now I'm going to adhere these to the card. And the pro tip for adhering like these, because there's 3 of them, is to adhere the center one first. So I'm going to eyeball that and make sure it's in the center of the card this way. Center of the card-ish this way. And then you can put the left and right ones on and eyeball them as well. So put that one about that far from that one. Line up the bottoms or line up the top-ish. Because it's a handmade card. It's not going to be perfect. If you want perfect, go buy a $5 card from the store. All right, so got them lined up. Then again, believe it or not, I have another label and another sentiment from the Greetings of the Season stamp set. This is stamped in boho blue. I'm going to stick that. Do I want it in the middle? Sure. Put that in the middle there. And then I have the iridescent striped trim, which is currently unavailable, but it should come back soon. And it's great because, you know what, it kind of looks silver, it kind of looks pink, and if you put it on gold, it looks gold. It's great. So I'm going to tie it in a bow. Tie it in a bow. Come on. Boom. There we go. I'm going to do one more little straightening up here because it's a little too big. Come on. Come on. There we go. There, now get rid of the little bow. And I'm going to put glue dots on here. Put my bow on. Snip the ends at a jaunty angle. Boop. Boop. Okay. There we go. And then I am going to put on some basic rhinestones. These rhinestones have been around forever and they are beautiful. And I hope they stay around forever. So I don't know. Put 3, put 5. Do what you want. Let's do 5. Let's do 5. They're small. So put some here. some on the designer series paper. Let's put some, I don't know. Now I can't put 5. Where's one more? And put one there. Okay, so that's card number 3. So here's all the cards together. There's the blue greetings. There is the joy and love. There is burning down the house and bird on a wire. So I hope you enjoyed these cards, and I hope you will like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and go visit me at my blog here at kkstamps.com. Thank you.